We are looking at developments on the ground in Beijing as President Xi meets with President Putin. And the latest commentary here, Putin thanking Xi for a warm reception. Let's face it, he's not getting a reception anywhere else, let alone a warm one. So thanking Xi for the warm reception. Talk showed the importance of the relationship. Partnership with China is an example of how relations should work, according to Putin, and logical that his first foreign trip is to China. They say we are in constant contact with Xi. Putin says we discuss all issues. The atmosphere is warm and camaraderie in all talks. Priorities were trade and investment. Putin saying Russia has increased food exports to China. The share of yuan and ruble in Russian trade with Chinese exceeds 90%. So talking about the use of which currencies in some of those trade relationships. They discussed energy. Energy is one of our priorities, according to Putin. We have concrete plans for deepening energy cooperation. We are deepening peaceful nuclear cooperation. Another point here, as we talk about trade tariffs in recent days between the Americans and the Chinese. Putin, we welcome Chinese car makers in our market. They go on to talk about what they're doing in other areas. Russia and China are developing logistical corridors, according to Putin, and that Putin will go to Harbin on Friday. This is an important part of the world for Putin. It is the northernmost province in China, but also important as we talk about gas product coming through from the Russian market to China. A lot of history, actually, for Harbin. It was actually previously part of Russia, under Russian dominance until 1917, until the Chinese took control. So that's kind of interesting that he's going to be back in Harbin.
There's only one senior partner in this relationship, and that's President Xi. The Russians need the Chinese more than the Chinese need the Russians. In fact, you talked about Putin's priority on energy. Not much it's not, because, I mean, the Chinese have been delaying on the latest pipeline for a very long time as well. Power of Siberia 1's there-ish, but Power of Siberia 2 would basically concrete that relationship, and the Russians are desperate for it because they've been shut out of European markets on the flow of energy products, and to a certain degree, and as such they desperately need the Chinese, and also they need the Chinese support and industrial military complex support potentially as well, and that's where the Europeans are worried.